This is Joe, the host of He Said, She Said. Thank God for another day above ground. Thank God for another opportunity. But you know, we like to say, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. It is Friday. It's Friday all day long, y'all. And we're going to have a great weekend. I'm already claiming it. I'm already saying that that's what's going to happen. But before we head into the weekend, I just wanted to share something with you. I was speaking with somebody that I knew recently, and they voiced their displeasure with the position that they received. Now, this same person was so excited. I remember seeing this person going through the interview process. They were excited, like, I don't know if I got the job. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I thought I answered everything right. Everything was sounded so great. You know, they gave me this overview, the summary of the position, the roles and responsibilities, and all that jazz. And they were nervous because they really wanted the position. They went through training, even on their first day. They were like, oh man, this sounds great. But the minute they got into the position and they were actually doing what the position entails, they were like, this wasn't what I thought it was. And I don't know about you, I can think of times in my life where there was a position or a certain area that I wanted to get into that sounded great from the outside. We look at things from the outside looking in, and it sounds so great. We're looking at it like, you know what, this will be the best thing since sliced bread. Bread's pretty good. But we have to also look at it from the inside out. When we get inside that relationship of any caliber, family, work, school, romantic, it seems great right before we get inside of it. When we're trying to mend a relationship that may be going to the left, or we see other people trying to mend relationships, we looking at it from the outside and like, man, they need to get that together. If I was in that situation, I'd say this. If this was me, I would do that. It's always, the crowd is always the loudest. If you go to any physical or contact sport, someone next to you or someone in front of you or someone behind you, they're the expert. They're the coach suddenly, or they're the corner man if you're at a boxing or a UFC event. They're an expert. But there's something about when you're inside of that game or inside of that octagon or inside of that ring, the game changes. So we have to be careful before we enter situations or speak about situations that we may have book knowledge or philosophy knowledge or theoretical knowledge about, but it's another thing when we enter into the heat of the battle. We have to be mindful of that the perception and the game, and I'm using game metaphorically, can change. I don't know how many people I've met have so much advice for parents, never had a child. I don't know how many people have talked about people who struggle with certain things, with addictions, never been addicted to things, or never been addicted to that thing to speak to it. They can draw parallels, but it's another thing to be in that situation and struggling and wanting to get out and feeling like you can't. I know there's somebody out there that can relate to what I'm saying. So we have to be mindful in those moments. And we have to look at it from the inside out. And if we don't have that inner knowledge, maybe it's not for us to speak on. Maybe we should point them to somebody that can relate to where they're struggling and be able to help them out of it and be able to tell them, hey, I was there. Hey, I know what it's like to be addicted to something. I know what it's like to feel like there's no way out. But guess what? I did this, that, and that, or through my experiences, or how God has led me through the wilderness, I'm out of the wilderness. I'm into the promised land. So listen, if you're feeling any type of way and you're feeling as though things are not going your way, you have to make sure that you are clinging to God's promise and clinging to the people around you. They're here to help you, not hurt you. I hope everyone has an amazing Friday. I pray that whoever needed to hear this message has heard it. And if you feel led to do so, please comment, please share. Someone needs to hear this. And that someone may be you or someone that you know.